Top of the morning, Dan and Amy. We are fortunate at Chicago's Morning Answer here to have a lot of local experts with national knowledge. We have talked to C.S. Tucker, C. Stephen Tucker at healthinsurancementors.com about health insurance, and David Hochberg about mortgages, about Stephen Leahy about the delays in filing your tax returns, as well as all of the implications for individuals and businesses with respect to the CARES Act.
And how to work from home from David Kolsek from Turnkey IT.
There you go. Right. Security, digital security for business or for institutions of learning, schools as they're called, I believe. And now we're pleased to be joined by Eric Rahn, who is the president of Chicagoland Mold Doctors. You've heard their spots on our airwaves.
Are you kidding me? I want them in my house every second of every day.
They're probably pretty busy right now. Eric, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. And so I know from the spots that you've run on our airwaves that you and Chicagoland Mold Doctors have a specific procedure that you're offering to commercial enterprises for making their workplaces COVID-19 free. But tell us a little bit about your company and what you're specifically doing in this time.
Well, thank you for the question. So Chicagoland Mold Doctors has been basically remediating mold for almost a decade. Just so happens that the water-based chemical that we use is registered by the EPA for over 130 kills of microbes, which includes bacteria, mold, and viruses. And so we, about 4 weeks ago, realized that what we do day in and out has application for the COVID-19 virus, and began exploring ways to help businesses and residences. And so we really offer three services, all of which will take care of killing and disinfecting the areas that are treated. And the application is using a fogger that is not unlike a fogger that you might use in your backyard, where it puts out a very fine mist of this chemical that literally will cover all surfaces of an office space, of a factory space, or for a residential area. And it has to go for 10 to 15 minutes to let it do its work. And at the end of that time, we can either then proceed to wipe down the surfaces, or we can let it just dry, which is the least costly of the services. And at a later point, the business owner and their employees can simply wipe it down with a wet rag.
Wow. So, and this is approved for killing coronavirus, correct?
This is approved, and Amy, I'm glad you asked that question. The EPA has come out because of so many different products that are claiming the kill factor. They have an EPA list N for Nancy, and people can go and manufacturers can go and register products on there, and it specifically says if you're on that list that it's effective for COVID or the actual SARS-CoV-2 virus.
And you guys, again, from what I've read, you guys seem to really have a handle on the chemistry of these things, so you understand what's effective and what isn't effective. Talk to us just about that, about your approach there and your understanding of the nature of something like COVID-19, so you're applying the right, cleaning of it.
So, well, I wish I could tell you I'm an expert at the virus itself. I'm not, but the virus is an envelope virus, which makes it susceptible to disinfection, neutralizing and killing it. And the application really, the secret is in the fogging, because the fogging is going to literally, it's going to fog the air, and it's going to settle on top of all surfaces, and it's going to grab anything that's in the air as well as settle onto the surfaces, and it will kill everything that it comes in contact with. So the application by, let's say that we don't know how long it goes airborne, but if it is airborne, the fogging is going to grab it out of the air. The fine water particles will grab it and will kill it in the air, as well as settling on any surfaces, desktops, countertops, floors, walls, windows, the whole thing.
No, I know you do businesses and offices and or warehouses. Do you do private homes? Because I'm a
Amy,
germaphobe, and this has only made me worse, and my hands are raw right now, and I smell Lysol and Clorox in my nightmares. But
Yes,
do you do homes?
we do. The majority of our mold remediation, probably 80 to 90%, is in residential situations, and we've been fogging in homes for a very long time in order to kill mold that may be lingering in the air. If there's a mold event in the basement, the mold spores travel through the air, and we do the fogging in the main living areas and wipe them down after 10 minutes. So, yeah, we've done residential.
Can I buy a fogging machine for myself and just like fog people who I want to talk to?
You could have about 4 or 5 weeks ago. If you can find a fogger, I'll buy it from you.
Okay.
Is there any lag time with respect to a particular place that's been disinfected being inhabitable?
15 minutes.
Okay,
That's it?
it's that quick.
Oh.
And
No, in all seriousness, if we've fogged it, we tell people that it's probably best to wait a couple hours for everything in the air to settle down. Okay, when the guys go in, they're wearing full PPE, including respirators, and that the stuff that you're not supposed to breathe it in while you're applying it. And once it's dried out, it's perfectly safe.
Is there a program? I mean, do you need to be doing this sort of cleaning on a weekly or monthly basis in order to ensure that you're killing any remnants of any virus that may be present?
So, Dan, that's a great question. And again, I don't know how long it lasts and when it's reintroduced. Our application will kill it right then and there. It does not have a shelf life, so it will not go on killing beyond the application. We do have one customer that has signed us up for a weekly maintenance program to go in, and I think that owner is being very proactive. Employees are coming in, and it's kind of an insurance policy just in case they are bringing in and reintroducing, COVID-19 during that time frame.
Think about it like politicians' offices in Chicago, where you have to sweep them for bugs on a weekly basis. That's the way I think about it.
I think that's a great analogy.
Yeah.
What about any food processing plants? Are you able to go into there? I know they just had a horrible outbreak in Sioux Falls, South Dakota at the pork plant there. 400 employees got COVID-19.
So again,
So they shut the plant down.
any facility that has humans working at it, we can certainly take care of that. We did a quote on a 500,000 square foot manufacturing plant, and they basically said we're going to wait to see if anybody comes down, and their idea was then to shut down that particular assembly line or that particular area and have us come in and treat it. Like I said, you have somebody that wants to do regular weekly maintenance, and it goes everywhere in between. We, interestingly enough, did do a grocery store chain that we did not go in and cover all the areas, but the high contact areas, we did the cash register areas, we did the office areas, the restrooms, the break rooms for the employees, and that was done in the evening after the grocery store closed. And we did that over a period of a week and a half, did 15 stores.
I expect that as the reopening does occur and people want to start prepping their work environments for some percentage of their employees to return, that your phone is going to be quite active.
We look forward to helping any and all businesses and residences.
And the number's 312-543-0828, and you have quick response teams ready to go?
We do, and there's also a second number that is 847-474-7100. So that first number is my personal cell phone. I answer that 24/7. And
okay, I
the
could
other,
change the copy here.
Well, no, we put that in there in the original, but the other one is 847-474-7100, and that will go 24 hours to one of our people also.
Chicagoland Mold Doctors.com is the website. Eric Rahn, president of Chicagoland Mold Doctors. Eric, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Have a great day.
You too.
You too, thanks. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
It's news, opinion, insight. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
The Rollins Jewelers family believes the safety of family, friends, and fellow Americans is very important. Roland supports President Trump and all Americans in keeping America safe and great. I love these guys. I'm a customer. Hi, it's Mike Gallagher. Buying jewelry is about trust, and Roland's Jewelers in downtown Libertyville is a place that you can trust. Now's the perfect time to shop at RolandsJewelers.com. ROLLANDS, RolandsJewelers.com. Everything's now 25% off for a limited time only. Roland's offers very affordable quality jewelry from brands like Simon G, Hearts on Fire, John Hardy, Tag Heuer, and Shinola, the watch that I always wear. From Roland's. They have Longines, all an amazing 50% off. I call it affordable luxury. Shop online for personal service from a jeweler you can trust. I shop there myself, as I said. Go to RolandsJewelers.com or call 847-918-7300. For a limited time, 25% off with free shipping. Some exclusions apply. Roland's Jewelers, downtown Libertyville, a family-owned jeweler you can trust.
Oh, if you're living in fear, stop it, please.